All right. Well, you know what? No, I was gonna put this rant. I don't know where I'm gonna put this rant. I'm either gonna put it on the Saturn page or on my other YouTube page. But as you can see, no, we're not in the view. On my Fridays at work, well, what I consider my Fridays, which is Thursday, I take the S2000 to work, right? Wow, that looks really bad. So, what the hell is my wipers? Fuck this. We're gonna pull over. We're gonna pull over. We're gonna throw some water on this because this has a anyway, so I need my wipers. Alright, this is gonna be a work rant. At work lately. A lot of it. Okay? Oh my god, the windows are fogged over. And long story short, I work graveyard, obviously. And we lost one guy because they basically pushed him out of the door. He was so good at his job that he would finish early like the rest of us. And he got in trouble for it. And he got tired of it. He got sick of it, so he left. And then we lost Evelyn because it was just too much for her. She's more of a day worker type. Right? And then we lost Johnson because he wanted to work during the day. And then we lost Cody because he's a lazy fuck. So that's just me and my original coworker, Junior. He was there a couple months before I got there. Right? And together, we were cleaning an entire grocery store, right? An entire grocery store. But, of course, 4 days a week, we'd have to work by ourselves. 2 days by myself, 2 days by himself. Right? And I guess, according to who knows what law, I don't pay attention to that, it's illegal to be by yourself. I don't know, that's what they say, and it's against store policy for safety reasons, which I understand, fine, whatever. And I'm the manager, and I would always leave like a note for upper management when I would leave. I'd go home, before I go home, I'd type out a little note, and I'm like, hey, tonight we did this was an issue, we need some of this, blah, blah, we completed this, we're going to do this tomorrow, or whatever. And lately, they hadn't been getting back to me. I told them for a month, I was telling them, hey, we need spray bottles. We need spray bottles. And they just wouldn't fucking get us spray bottles. I was like, what the fuck? That's kind of weird that we're already short-staffed and you're not getting us supplies. So, in my head, I was like, you're either pushing us out the door or something is coming. Right? So, at the beginning of this week, before this work week started, I got a call from one of the managers, not super upper management, but one of the upper managers. And they were like, hey, we need you to come in on Thursday. And I was fucking heated because I already had Wednesday, Thursday off last week. And I told them, so what days am I going to have off? And they said, Friday, Saturday. And I was like, what the fuck? You're about to work me for fucking 8 days straight. This is bullshit. It's hard enough as it is, and now you're going to make me work extra? What the fuck? And like, yeah, I'm sorry, we need you to come in. And I was like, wow, whatever. Typical me, worker me. I never say no. I was like, all right, whatever. I'll figure it out. But I was so fucking mad at the disrespect that I started started to hunt for another job. I hopped on Indeed, created a profile, made a resume, applied to 4 jobs similar to my current job. And I was like, yo, I'd be perfect for you guys because graveyard is a lifestyle. It's not just working graveyard. You choose to live that life, and it fucks you up. So only a small amount of people can actually do it. There's so many people out there in the world who can do it for a year, but then they leave. But people like me and Junior who can do it for multiple years and we're fine, that's rare and hard to find. So 2 of those companies offered me a position. One company was a $3 pay cut, but it's half the drive. The other job was just as far as this current drive, but only a $1 loss. And I was like, all right, you know what, you guys, I appreciate the offers, and I appreciate your time. I'm currently employed. I'm exploring my options right now. I'll get back to you guys. Because I told them I think something big is coming to my work, so I need to find another job. They're like, yes, please, get back to us, please. And I was like, yeah, for sure, I will. Right? So I come in today. And I'm setting up, I'm getting my mop bucket ready, I'm getting my cart ready. And basically, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, is my job, I do maintenance. AKA sanitation, AKA janitor, AKA custodian, whatever. I clean shit. I clean the bathrooms, I mop the floors, I sweep the floors, I sweep the stairs, I take out the trash, I clean the mats, clean drains, clean sinks, clean grills, you name it, we clean it. Whatever. So, getting my cleaning shit all together, right? And I see this bald dude, never recognized him before, but he looked like really clean and official, and I was like, weird, must be a manager. And he passed by me one more time, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He passed by me on the 3rd time, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? And he was like, hey, is Junior here? I was like, no, he's late. He's always late. So, all right, when he's here, I'm going to talk to you guys. And I was like, here we fucking go. That's why they wanted me here on a Thursday. They're about to let us go. So, I was in a fucking straight 100% bucket. Ready for war. Ready to fucking go up there with upper management and just fucking giving it to them. Being like, you know what? Are you gonna let me go or not? So I can get the fuck out of here because I don't give a fuck. I got other jobs lined up where they want me and need me. Fuck this. You guys treat us like shit. For a month, you've been fucking working us to the bone. So you're about to let us go, just let us go. I was ready. And I even told that little manager guy, I was like, are we about to get fired, man? Because I'm out. Like, I don't care. And he's like, no, you're not about to get fired. I promise. And I was like, all right, whatever then. So we go upstairs, and it's fucking HR and the store director. And I was like, fuck, man, this is not good. It's never good. But again, I was kind of like, fuck it, whatever. So they're like, yeah, we're just going to cut to the chase. And I was like, all right. All right, so because we can't find anyone to be on your team, we've outsourced maintenance and we've contracted a new team. And I was like, oh, in my head, I was like, okay, cool. So this is the end, whatever. I'm ready, preparing in my head to give him the speech. And like, but we're prepared to offer you guys new positions. And I told him flat out at that moment, I was like, look, if you're about to offer me a day shift, I'm gonna walk out. And they said, no, not you. You'll remain graveyard. And the manager was like, trust us, we know you're not willing to work a day shift. I was like, yeah. But they kind of fucked over my coworker. I feel really bad to him. I've been working with him for 4 years, and I get attached to people. And I was super pumped about that. So they pull him in, and they have me leave the office, and they talk to him. They offer him his position, and they give him an option to do grocery, produce, or maintenance. But I didn't know that at the time. He just walked out and said, all right, Joe, your turn. I was like, here we go. And they're like, all right. So we actually want to offer you a better position. And I was like, well, how could I get... I'm already overnight, and I'm the overnight manager. What's better than an overnight manager or an overnight worker? And they're like, we're going to give you project director. projects. So there's regular cleaning, right? Wiping, scrubbing little stains, mopping, sweeping. And then there's projects. And projects are like getting on top of coolers and cleaning the top of those, cleaning ceilings, organizing storage rooms, sweeping up there, organizing the office, shit like that, right? And the one thing I'm good at is projects. And back in the day when we had a full team, I always used to crush projects. But I never had full 8 hours to do projects. I only had, you know, I'd be done with work early and I'd have like 3 extra hours. So, hey, fuck it, I'll knock out a project. And I was like, man, this is insane. Like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like, I don't need, they told me you got 2 weeks to think about it. I was like, nah, I don't need to think about it. I'm good. I'll take it. I'll take the position. And they told me also that the position comes with a pay raise. I was like, fuck yeah. Like, hey, shit, win, win, win. Like, all right, I'm good. But in the back of my head, I was a little bummed out about my coworker, but it is what it is. I ended up having a conversation with him, and I convinced him to stay on as maintenance because he's not like me, and there's something wrong with me mentally where people like to be quirky and claim they have social anxiety and depression. I don't really think I'm depressed, but I do have true, real, actual, clinical level social anxiety. I freak out around people. I literally freak out. I can't be around people. But Junior used to be a social butterfly, and then out of nowhere he began to have anxiety, and like it was really weird. Oh shit! Stay in the groove. Stay in the groove. Stay in the groove. The groove is gone. It should be fine. All right. Anyway, he used to be a social butterfly. Are those fucking high hits? Oh, okay. I was about to hit him with the LED bar. Anyway. So I convinced him, I was like, bro, you're a normal person, man. Like, go live a normal life. Work in the morning, get off in the afternoon, take your girl out to dinner or lunch or brunch or whatever the fuck you want to do. Hang out with your friends, go catch a movie. Be normal, bro. Don't let this job fucking fuck you over, man. Like, you can live a normal life. I can't. At night, I go racing cars. So it's fine. Like, this job is perfect for me, but at night, you do nothing. On your days off because everyone's asleep and you're awake till 5 in the morning. You look like a weirdo. You know, so I convinced him to stay on. That's cool. Alright, this is what I really want to rant about. Okay, I've been with this company 4 years. Alright? And in those 4 years, we've had ups and we've had downs. And during the downs, you know, we'd get in trouble for stupid shit. We would get in trouble for finishing early and sitting around. Yep. Because I'm not going to do that whole dusting and front-facing bullshit. No, you gave me a task list, I knocked out the task list, and I knocked out a project. Me and the team should be able to sit here. Fuck you. Whatever, we got in trouble. And then we got in trouble for some other shit. Something legit. Oh, we got in trouble for vaping inside. Alright, that's fine. Fuck it, whatever. But every once in a while, the main store director would fuck about, you guys are replaceable. You know, there's so many people out there that can do your job. This isn't a specialty job, blah, blah, blah. I can get a contractor to come in and do this, blah, blah, blah. Alright, whatever, fuck you. And then, you know, we'd all get together as a team after the meetings and we're like, this guy's full of fucking shit. This is not just some job you can fucking do. Yeah, anyone can clean, but no one can do it full-time graveyard. It's fucking tough. And cleaning an entire store isn't easy unless you have it down to a science. And when I say we had it down to a fucking science, that's almost a fucking understatement. We were perfect. Literally perfect. As a 3-man shift, when I first started working there, it took 5 people to finish the whole fucking store and we wouldn't have a minute to spare. Right? Then I became the manager and changed the way we do things. I changed the order and I changed the techniques. And then we got down to only needing a 4-person team, but 3 people on shift. Right? And with 3 people, we'd finish 2 hours early. Sometimes 3 hours early. And when we were pushed during inventory, we could finish all of the fucking entire store as a unit in 4 hours flat. Okay? Then shit got tough. We only had 2 people. And me and Junior were able to kill the entire fucking store with only 2 people. contract people. He can say he's going to hire people, and when he does fucking hire them, they're not going to be able to do what we do. Period. They won't be able to get the job done, and they won't be able to handle the fucking hours, right? So what does he do? He hires a 5-man team. 5. Right? So tonight there was 2 dudes and 3 ladies. And I was doing my projects. And me and Junior have been doing this for so fucking long. If you do a job for so long, and you do it correctly for so long, you can tell when someone's gonna fuck up immediately. And right off the rip, when they were grabbing the mats out of order and doing shit weird, we knew they were fucked. We're like, oh bro, holy fuck. They were trying to squeeze a U-boat full of mats through a small door, when there was a big door 30 feet the other direction. Shit like that takes minutes from you. And those minutes add up to hours. And those hours are desperately needed to finish your job, right? So, Junior goes home early. I tell him, dude, go home, man. Go home, go think about your position change, enjoy your night, bro. I don't need you here. So he left. Right? So I go upstairs and begin my projects. I'm organizing our 2 storage rooms. Big fucking job, man. These things were fucked. So I killed one of them. One of them's done. Organized, looks beautiful. Right? By then it's like break time or some shit. I go downstairs to grab my flask. Speaking of that, let me get some water. I go downstairs to get my flask. And I see them doing the mats. And they're using 2 people to do the mats. You know, I did them by myself. You only need 1 person to do the mats. You spray the mats, you put the hose down, you grab the mat, you flick the mat, you put the mat on a different U-boat, and you repeat. I could do 27 mats in half an hour. It took 2 people like an hour and a half to do the mats. And they did them on the dock. And if you do them on the dock, the water goes off the dock and into the drain gets clogged, and the company has to pay, according to, the head honcho, 10 grand to have the drain cleaned. Alright. Okay, whatever. Any fucking way. Then I see the way they mop, right? So the way I mop, and I've been doing it for 4 years, is I get my mop bucket, I dust mop, then I sweep the debris from the floor. Obviously you gotta prep the floor. I move the carpets, I get shit out of the way. The trash cans, I stack them so I have an open floor. I wet the fuck out of my mop, I walk down to the end, wet pass, a full wet pass, bring it out, a full dry pass, bring it out, and then another dry pass on the back out. And I repeat, I can do the whole fucking store, in just over an hour. The back room, the back aisle, and the hallway takes me about 20 minutes. So, in an hour and 20 minutes, and then you include the dust mopping and the sweeping, so in 2 hours, I can sweep and mop the entire store, front to back, side to side. Right? And I'm watching them. And they're mopping. It's so fucking weird. The strokes are just, for me, when I mop, it's simple. The strokes are left to right. You're just left to right. You don't go multiple directions. Left to right, and you don't go forward and back. Unless there's a stain, then you go forward and back, then you go left to right over again. Real simple. These guys were like left, right, up, down, side to side, up, down. I was like, yo, they're mopping. Weird. And they weren't doing a wet pass, dry pass. They were doing like a semi-damp pass. And sometimes that's all they did in some of the aisles, just a semi-damp pass. Actually, they didn't even fucking do the aisles. I just jumped the gun. So they mopped the back. They did the trashes, but they didn't even do all the trashes. They didn't clean the hot plate, aka the buffet. They half-assed cleaned the kitchen. They did a pretty good job of juice bar and produce. And I'm not sure, but I think they may or may not have dust mop this one. Maybe. So I take lunch, and they're on lunch already when I take my lunch. So I was like, all right, whatever. did I take my lunch? They must have taken their lunch at 12. Alright? I go back upstairs and I'm just zoned out doing my project, listening to music. Alright? And at like 2 o'clock, I'm done. I've already thrown out all the boxes, the trash, my trash. I swept, I'm kind of reorganized. Like just, I always knock out one job completely. And then I clean up my shit and I move on to the next. I don't half-ass do stuff. I do something, I complete it, then I move on. Right? So I completed both of my projects. And then I thought about what I was going to do next. And I decided I was going to clean the top of these coolers because they had rat shit and dust and they were really ugly. And they always say they want that done, but we never had time. So I was like, cool, I'm going to do that. I go downstairs and no one's in the fucking store. No one. So the whole fucking we need to contract people because it's against the law, against store policy to leave people alone. They fucking left, and I was by myself because the bakery guy who's there with me, he goes on lunch, then he clocks back in from lunch, then he goes back outside to his car, and he goes to sleep, and he doesn't come back till 4 in the morning. But you know what? Fuck it. That's not my employee. That's not my guy. He can do what he wants. It doesn't affect me in the slightest. All right. So, oh my god. So, I'm looking around the store for the night maintenance team, the new contracted team. Where I'm looking around, I can't fucking find them. And earlier on in the night, I noticed there was a Jeep in the front. So I said, oh, that must be them. Right? I go, I pretend to look at my car, and I look over at the Jeep. All five are racked out. They are just passed the fuck out. And I was like, I fucking knew it. They can't handle this shit. Graveyard is not something you do. It's a lifestyle. You really have to dedicate yourself to graveyard. That's why it's hard to find graveyard workers, because it sucks. But I have mental issues, so I have to work at night. Right? So I'm like fucking tripping balls. Like these fucking guys. So I go and set up for my new project. And I decide, I'm gonna go outside and check on these guys one more time. I go and check, they're gone. They left. They went home at 2:30 in the morning. So they worked from 9 to 2:30. So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. 5 hours. 5 hours. And they didn't clean the fucking buffet. We call it hot plate or hot bar. They didn't clean it. The grill, and the grill is super important. They didn't clean the grill. They just wiped the kitchen down a little bit. Alright, and also during my meeting, because they know me really well, they fucking knew. I was like, do you want me to like help them, train them? And they're like, yeah, show them the ropes. And I was like, cool. And then HR was like, no, Joe, no. They have to figure it out on their own. And I was like, oh shit, all right, fuck it. He's like, no, if they're gonna shoot themselves in the foot, let them shoot themselves in the foot. We need to see how they work on their own. So I couldn't help them. I'm so accustomed to cleaning and not leaving things dirty that it like literally kind of killed me inside. Because I really, really fucking wanted to clean a hot plate because it's gonna be so ugly. Oh, are they racing? I think we're about to race this. Oh, he blew the yellow. I was about to say, I think we're about to race this Civic. Anyway. Yeah. So the store got cleaned half-assed. They went to sleep early, like they went to sleep in their cars and then they left. Exactly what I said would happen. I always said that this job physically is easy, but mentally it takes a toll on it, and not everyone can do it. had to contract the team before I came on. I was actually one of the first hired maintenance members. Junior was a part of a maintenance team that they contracted, but then they offered him to work for Vintage. And why did they do that? Because it's cheaper. Because it's cheaper to have someone on your payroll than to pay a contractor. So they put him on, and they put on, they bought out the whole team. And then they phased out. Jose ended up becoming a dishwasher. The two Salvadorian females, they ended up fucking hating it. So they got fired, actually. And yeah, so anyway, it became just people that I hired, friends, and then it came down to just me and Junior. Oh, this isn't right. This right here, this isn't right. This is wrong. This shouldn't be a thing. This is selfish. If this truck is getting on the fucking on-ramp, this is selfish. Wow. Basically what I'm saying is everything that I predicted would happen if they tried to replace us has just come to fruition. Down to the amount of people I said they would hire. I said they would hire 5, they hired 5. I said they couldn't handle it, they fell asleep. I said they wouldn't do as good of a job as us. They didn't finish. Being right, but I got a pay raise. I'm doing a totally different job, and it's a job that I like doing. So tonight was just a wonderful night, and I just had to rant about it. I had to. I fucking had to, because wow, fucking karma. So I put in the note tonight. I was like, yo, you guys are gonna want to trade this team, or you guys are gonna want like to leave them a fucking task list or something. This team is gonna phase out. Mark my fucking words. This team that they contracted is gonna phase out, and they're gonna have to contract a different team. I love every bit of it, man. I'm here for it. Let me tell you, I am fucking here for the shits. Wow. So, yeah, I did. Got a pay raise, doing what I do. And I got to watch the fucking company fuck themselves. You're so easily replaced. Yeah, that's why you had to contract people. What happened? I thought we were replaceable. Upper management, if you're watching this, like if you work for upper management and you talk shit to your employees and you're not nice to your fucking employees, careful. Careful. Sometimes they're not as replaceable as you fucking think, especially not during the fucking pandemic, which we worked through, and the fires that we worked through, and the fucking mudslides that we worked through, and the traffic accidents, so we had to fucking drive an extra 30 miles just to get to work. Yeah, don't, hey, be nice to your fucking workers.
Fuck yeah. Later.